cash all in my pocket.
Good morning, guys. So today is tune day. So the Falcon is getting tuned. I am really nervous just because I built the car, so I don't know if I've done, everything 100% correct, and the car's going to be getting put through its paces today. So currently we just put the 1250cc injectors in there yesterday afternoon, and then filled it up with 98, so it can't be started right now. So we're just waiting for the tow truck to arrive and to take it down to Profile Autosport. So car's looking really good. There she is, all pretty. Still need to do the other eyelids, so at the moment it's currently like winking at you. Did the grille, tidied up some of the wrap because it's, using tech wrap, it's not the best. But yeah, so tow truck will be here at 7:30, and then we'll go straight down the Profile. I'll try and sort of talk to Clint and see what time he thinks he's going to get it on the dyno. I am going to take my daily with me, follow the tow truck, just in case, he can't get to it for a while, so I'm not just sitting around the shop annoying them. But yeah, super excited, guys. Let's have a bit of a walk around the Falcon.
Stepped in the building, I'm the man now. Don't let them catch you with your hands down. And they don't like the way I stand out. Flossing with the cash, I'm out here working with a new price. Pushing overtime, yeah, they see me striving for that new life. Yeah, that's that new life. Yeah, this cash all in my pocket, give me new life. Yeah, that's that new high. See me cause I'm drowning in a new hype. Yeah, that's that new vibe. And Lord, please forgive me for that new life. Yeah, that's that new life. Yeah. Drowning in that new life. Yeah. Drowning in that new life. Catch me on a new vibe. Whoa. New life. What's that new life? Yeah, this cash all in my pocket, give me new life. What's that new high? Save me cause I'm drowning in a new high. Save me cause I'm drowning in a new vibe. Hey, Lord, please forgive me for that new life. Lord, please forgive me for that new life.
Just want to say a big thanks to Reliable Towing. I asked them to pick it up at 7:30. The car was loaded by 7:30 and on its way. Super professional. Made sure that the splitter wasn't going to drag on the ramp too much. Obviously it's a lower car, so it's not the easiest thing to avoid, but he took extra measures to make sure you could get a lower car on the truck. They've got ramps for low cars, so they specialize in a lot of this low car towing and things like that. So anyone looking for a tow, especially Bayside, Redlands area, out where I live, these guys are local. This is only like an $80 tow, which isn't too bad, it's someone's time. I'm pretty happy with the price. And yeah, super cool guy to chat to. Done a lot of the modified cars around the area, whether it be, towed for breakdowns or towed for like this. I would hit up Reliable Towing, guys. Do a fantastic job, on time, quick and efficient.
Yeah, this cash all in my pocket, give me new life. Yeah, that's that new high. Save me cause I'm drowning in a new hype. Yeah, that's that new vibe. And Lord, please forgive me for that new life. Yeah, that's that new life. Yeah. Out here speeding like a race. Throw that cash up in the safe. Yeah, they see I leveled up cause I don't believe in breaks. This whole vision, yeah, I planned out. Stepped in the building, I'm the man now. Don't let them catch you with your hands down. And they don't like the way I stand.
This guy's even gets it straight into the car park for Clint. These guys really do awesome service. Alright guys, so this is just a bit of going over what happened when the car was at profile. When I first dropped it off there, Clint said that he was really busy, and he said, would I mind if I left it there for the full day and then the next day also, which, you know, I'm fine with that. I didn't need the car. The only reason I wanted to hang around was to get some dyno footage, so unfortunately I couldn't get any dyno footage of him, you know, doing the startup and then also, you know, switching into the fuels and changing everything up and, you know, the power runs and all that other stuff. So that's a bit of a bummer, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't do anything about that. So I left the car with him. He was so busy that day that he didn't end up getting to it till, you know, 7 o'clock that night. He actually did the initial startup on it, got all the fuel trims sorted so then he could drive it inside, because we did put 98 in it the night before and changed the injectors to the 1250s 94, so the car couldn't be started, and that's why I had it towed there as well. So he did all that at about 7 o'clock at night, got it inside, got it into the dyno, left it there for the night, and then in the morning he started straight on it. He ended up ringing me about, I think it was about 9 o'clock the next day, saying that he couldn't get any more than 4 bar of pressure through the fuel system. So he said he would try and high flow my standard fuel bucket. So the return, I think it was, that he was high flowing, I believe. I can't 100% remember. He did that, and then all good. We got really good fuel pressure after that. So yeah, and then I ended up finishing work, went down there at 5 o'clock. The car made 400 kilowatt on its run-in tune. So I was expecting more, I'm not gonna lie. But Clint said that we'd maxed out the 12 PSI Garrett actuator, so it was running at 90% duty cycle. So we couldn't really feed any more boost until it was running 19 PSI. Clint tunes, just to put it out, that Clint tunes really safe, which, you know, for me is great. Some people think, oh no, just squeeze all the power out of it you can, you know, run your injectors at 98% duty cycle, you know, just squeeze it all out. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have a safe tune than a car that just made numbers. So we made 400 kilowatts on the run-in tune. I've been running that for the last week or so now. So to go further now, what I've done is I've bought a 19 PSI Garrett actuator, and I've just put that on the car. That should push us up into the 500 kilowatt mark. Fingers crossed. The motor can definitely handle it, and Clint said that to me too. It's just a matter of if my turbo and manifold now are going to be up to the task. We should be able to get 500 out of it because the turbo that I've got on there, the Aeroflow Xr6 that is rated to, I believe, about 700 horsepower. So it's equivalent to a GDX Gen 2. So we'll push a bit more boost into it. Clint said he'd love to see it around 24 PSI boost. And that should get us up into the 500 kilowatts range, thereabouts anyway. I can't really go much further than that anyway, because the BTR box is just going to get destroyed at that power. I think, you know, even at 450 kilowatt, it's probably going to be pushing that BTR box. Even though it's been built, it's probably right on its limits already. So I'm going to get him to tune it to 500 if we can get to 500, and that won't be my everyday tune. That'll be my track tune. Not that it makes much of a difference. E85 track tune, 500 kilowatts. I've got just as much chance of breaking that box on the track than I do as driving on the street. So either way, I guess I can just prolong it because I won't be at the track every day. So I run the 98 tune, which is about 500 horsepower, or I think it's like 380 kilowatts, something like that. I'll run that on the 98 tune majority of the time. Switch over to E85 when I want to have some fun or go to the track. So I did get the PCM Tech dual fuel tune, so I can switch it over when I just got to run it down real low. So yeah, that's where we're at. It goes in for a retune this Thursday. So this Thursday coming, I believe it's the, what's the date today? 29th. 30th. So I think it's like the 1st or something of October that it goes in for the retune. So fingers crossed everything's all good, and we can push some bigger numbers out of it. Like I said, and Clint has said from profile too, that the motor can handle it. He's got a car in his shop right now, or a motor in his shop right now, that ran 800 horsepower on a GDX 3582 Gen 2 with the same rebuild kit as mine in it. So my car's capable of that sort of power. It's just whether the turbo is going to push that. You know, the turbo and manifold is going to push that. I think my manifold is going to be limiting me, but the car runs fine. Sorry I couldn't get any footage of the dyno itself. A shame, but you know, it is what it is. We'll get some footage of the dyno one day, but yeah, so I just thought I'd keep you up to date on what's going on exactly. All right guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this short video. I'm super tired. As you can see, I've just been constantly working on the car, constantly doing this, constantly, you know, just pushing. So that's why I look like this right now, because I'm just so worn out. Can't wait for this car to sort of be at a point where I can just drive it and enjoy it, because I'm really worn out right now. But yeah, alright guys, thanks for tuning in again, appreciate everything. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.
See me now, dripping out, looking like the boss. Catch me in the city, always rolling with